Someone's gonna be winning $150 tonight. Whoever has the best song, we're gonna be scoring your songs from 1 to 10. You're gonna be able to vote in the chat as well, help us come out with the final score. I know a lot of us are fans of each other, we're friends in here. Be real with it, let the music speak tonight. First song wins $150, second place wins 50 bucks, and then third place gets the entry fee refunded, man. So we really appreciate all y'all being out here, being part of this.
Yeah, for real.
5 artists are gonna get picked from this wheel right here tonight. Other than that, if you want to guarantee you're getting a chance to compete, she dropped the link in the chat. Youcef up first. If I know anything about Youcef, he's about to set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
This right here, this is Hero by Youcef. Man, let's go ahead and get right into it. Hi, Destin Smith. Bro needs this in a movie. Who knows how long I love that, Maack. Real recognize real.
I gave it a 9, just a solid 9, because I thought the song was amazing and it was a flawless song.
I gave it a 9.5. I really love this song. So the thing that kind of set it back for me is there's a song I've heard by Youcef that I like more. This is still an amazing song, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, if that's his 10, this is a 9.5.
Yeah, oh, that's fair.
We got Issues by ZiDuffy, man. Let's go and get right into this.
Yeah, we got blues, but niggas been on it so long that half of the money is green.
Remember, y'all, don't get lost in the vibe. What you're gonna put the score 1 to 10.
And I still watch you lead. Yeah, you controlling, you playing the strings.
Okay, but
I gave you my heart. I gave you it. I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart.
For me, I did it 8. I think the chorus is super catchy. I think it's a banger. I just do think there's more like catchy bars, catchy flows in that first verse. So I think having kind of a second follow-up verse, that's in my opinion like equal. But I think that was a really good song.
I went with an 8.5. I really like this track because every time I hear it, man, it's like I said, it's just certain parts of that flow that's just so catchy. Just, you know, keep running through my mind. This is Ray J. All right. Angel number 13. Let's get right into this.
With that drink will make a fuckboy nay-nay. I'm in here throwing fits, I'm switching hats just like I'm Ray J. Bad little bitch named Kim, I might just crack this hoe on cam. Been only smoking on La Force, little bitch, I do not smoke on Wham. Oh yeah,
so this that crash out music.
I gave you a solid 7, and I thought you made a well-recorded song. The chorus was good, your verses were tough. I'm gonna be honest, dude, I think the song would have been harder without the auto-tune.
I had a 7 too, and I agree with you for the exact same reason, where the chorus had me, you know what I'm saying? I was nodding my head. When it came back in, I was like, all right, let's go. Like, so I think it would have been better without auto-tune. Maybe a couple more punchlines on the verses, but also maybe just taking off the auto-tune and make it hit a little bit harder. This next one right here, this is coming from YVB. This is Mom Wept. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Just started.
Was that on the 5th word?
Just started. How do you know that?
Even if mama don't see, I could have had a career in computer science, but I left it behind. Mama wanna do this for life.
He does kind of like have like a hint of Kendrick.
Mama don't worry about life.
Oh, that's good. I didn't think about it like that, but after y'all said it, I see it.
Dollars on dollars, I get you a crib. Don't worry about price.
For me, I was rocking with a 7.5. I thought that was a really good song. Like overall, just well written, well layered out. Like I love that you played into the chorus. The only thing holding it back for me was just like the mixing and mastering. It was a little rough around the edges, but I felt like overall the song itself was great.
I give it a 7.5 as well. I really liked the sample in the intro in that bridge. I like the idea of it. I thought I saw the vision. I wanted a little bit more presence in the vocal, a little bit more just off, like you said, a little more cut through. All right, this is Lerel, Archive, Houston. Let's get it.
Make it quake. Now she on the pole, shining like a lake. Pillsbury baked, yeah, she golden to perfection. She can get my vote if she running an election. Queens of the East, it don't matter your complexion. Kings of the West, let me hear you in collection. Queens of the East, it don't matter your complexion. Kings of the West, let me hear you in collection.
I'm gonna give you an 8. The song had really good production value. It was like a well formatted song. The only thing holding it from a 10 was I feel like you caught your groove the second half of the song. I think if you could use more singing ad-libs like that, make the first half transition to that second half a little bit more smoothly, I think it's a higher score.
For myself, I gave it a 6 on that one. The first half of the track just didn't interest me a ton. And like you said, it was good, but I just felt like it was missing something. This is Broke the Bank x MalikTheSheik x KollectorTzu. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Last place, shit get real wicked, I ain't losing touch. Cause I know coming up, they gon' wanna
Don't say that. That's fucking
and they gon'
terrible.
do anything.
I hate that.
I don't know who that is.
I'm thinking anyways.
Bad.
I'm thinking anyways. I'm on some other
curious
shit.
now.
Out the mud, got a ball, tired of struggling. Hustling, wondering, hard time smothering.
Bro, you was like, well, I don't remember Malik like this.
Hit a lick on the mirror, stuff for
Bro,
March
that's
like
a
a hickey. Is you with me right on I-95?
Better,
The shit is sticky. I've been waiting on the...
I threw an 8 on this one. I want to hear a little bit less background noise out of your guys' vocals. Work on like acoustically treating your environment if you can, or just figure out different ways you could do to get your vocal a little bit more isolated. Y'all got bars, man. I'm trying to hear it regardless.
I dropped 9. I had to go with just straight love of the music. I had so much fun listening to that, and I just couldn't stop like kicking my feet, like kind of like bars. For me, that was just all out of just pure enjoyment. And I think the only thing stopping it from a 10 for me, like you said, is production quality.
This is Home for Zach. Let's get it.
I can't sit back, do nothing, no. I'ma have my influence, no. Show me what I'm shooting for. Get high, you taking control. Can't sell my soul, but you gotta let go. Hey, yeah, I'm taking them home. Yeah, I'm taking them home. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
taking
slowing
them
it down a little bit. That's interesting.
Hey, hey, yeah, I'm taking them home. 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 Yeah, I'm taking them home.
I gave it a 9, bro. The video definitely doubled everything down.
Yeah.
But I felt like it just, like, I love the vibe of everything. It made me feel something. Like, I felt inspired from it. I felt like I wanted to do something. You know what I mean? I wanted to get up and go, like, accomplish something.
I gave it an 8 on this one. I think you are going to continue to make improvements and take things to the next level. But this track, you just did such a great job being you. Not trying to fake nothing, but it just felt very genuine.
Yeah.
This is Slayer 64, 13 Days of Winter. Let's go ahead and get right into this. So with this type of music, Slayers, I'd encourage you to have the lyrics in the description, because some people aren't used to hearing the stutters yet.
I gave you a 6.5, and I think for that genre, you are trying things and you are trying to be different and you are like trying to stand and do your own thing, which is like I greatly appreciate in music. And the aspect of what you're doing is really good. I just think the pieces and parts need to be a little bit like more locked in.
I threw a 6 on this one. Like you said, for me, some of the positive elements, I don't feel like I've heard motivational or, you know, kind of aspirational music coming out of hyperpop. So to me, that was really cool. Like you said, the locking in on the mix is going to be the #1 thing for me. I'd encourage you to work on, obviously you want to get better at everything, but choose one thing that you really want to focus on getting better each song, each mix. All right, this right here, this is Nobody, Ray 318. Let's get it.
Babysitter, I had to wipe your nose. Homies in the closet getting home.
Best in that studio, real shit.
You don't even know. I don't trust nobody, cause loyalty really just luck. All broken promises, faded just like some dust. I'm in a race,
I hear it too, kid.
running like I'm in a rush. I think my main bitch tripping, she always wanna fuss.
I put a 7 on this one. This song gives me like Bryson Tiller vibes and stuff like that. Like I did enjoy it. I just think there's kind of the ruffled audio and there's quite a bit of distortion in there. I think you clean that up and you double down on some of the takes, just like a couple re-recordings where it's just like, hey, making sure the bar ends like right at the perfect, like, you know what I'm saying? I think you do that, you have a banger on your hands.
I also scored a 7 on this one. The best part of the song and my least favorite part of the song, I felt like there was a pretty big gap between. There was just a couple harsh frequencies in your vocals. If you like the overall sound that clipping and distorting is giving you, then I'd encourage you just to add either like an EQ or something that just makes it a little bit less harsh. This is Prozae Break 645AR X 10K Duncan X Prozae, man. Let's go and get right into this.
Got a call from my auntie, just told me go hard.
Said she went hard. I fucked up and gave her a shot. Open the building.
I think it's Prozae.
They don't actually, they know we are. Hit her from the back, that bitch like fuck. Make too hot, so I just say huh.
Oh my god, that's geek music for real.
I can need to process that.
Bro, 645AR. I salute him, man. Just like he's really committed. He's committed, man.
I gave that one a 7.5. I'm a little bit lost for words on this one. I threw it a 7.5 because I don't know that I'd run it back again, but it caught my interest for sure.
I gave it an 8.5. It was the most unique thing we've heard tonight. I did like it, weirdly enough.
This one right here is Outta State, Take Me Home. Let's go and get right into it.
For like 3 days and I spent tweaking.
I went with a 7.5. I thought the vibes were great. I liked the dramaticness of it. Every drop was like superb. I wasn't a huge fan of the bridge where it felt a little like repetitive, and I wasn't a huge fan of like the cadence of it, and I feel like that part kind of like slowed the song down for me.
I threw a 7 on this one. This one really picked up. Like, I think it's kind of similar to what you're saying, Jim, so right around this point. This last part right here bumped it up for me, and I think it probably would have been a bit higher, like had the whole track been at that level for me. All right, here's Latty right here. Let's get right into it. This is X4.
Pass around. Bitches pass around. Bitches double cup and pass around.
I like the way it's moving back and forth right here.
I didn't enjoy that right hand.
I love it. Coming in and out my right hand.
I gave it an 8. The production quality was good. It was well written. Like it was mixed good. Like the energy was fun.
I gave it a 8.5. I agree with you. To me, the switch up didn't kill the song. The first 2 minutes of the song is definitely kind of where the like magic was for me. Xemaulc'tha. I saw his submission earlier. Here it is.
I gave it a solid fucking 9. And there was a lot of artistry put into this. Like you can tell this was a collective group of minds working together to make something dope. You can tell a lot of time and effort was put into this. I think the dramatic breakdown at the end was like, that's just like real music, you know? And I appreciate like having all the fundamentals of a song in there. And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It was a good listen.
This was hard for me. I was wavering between an 8.5 and a 9. I really enjoyed the track. As someone who doesn't listen to metal all the time, it's like, that's a great example. I see the appeal of metal. I just wanted a little bit more rumble, a little bit more of that bass. This is NoLuvBraydo, Get Geeked. Let's go. So I gave it a 5. It was just very raw. You know, the gain staging need to be swapped up. You know, some effects like AK is talking about. You know, the compressor, the EQ.
So for me, I said 5.5. You did a good job writing. Your pockets were good. I didn't feel like I was getting like a full, even like grasp of everything, because I felt like the lyrics were getting kind of lost. Like you said, the EQ was muddy. The song didn't like hit sonically very much.
This is Embraced by Iodiine. Let's go.
I gave you a fucking 9.5. I was like in love with that sample and I thought you used it well. I love that you did not let the song get boring at all. Like there was, and every time I was ready for something, you changed it up and you gave me something new, but it felt like it was better than the last.
I give that one an 8. I would have just loved those basses to have a little bit more grit to them, a little bit more low end. That the high end sounded really cool, and it had this like it had this onset noise that I thought was really cool too. This is Dilly Hits right here. Loop, the official lyric video. Right, Legion. Jack Floor, let me get you the link. We swapped it up for tonight. It's not a skip, just a guaranteed spot.
They come in floods and the waves keep knocking. Yeah, every time I think the tide starts coming, another wave comes crashing, sending me back down to the...
I went with a 9. It was just overall a great song. I think it was a good subject matter. I think it was good quality. It was well written. I think the only thing to take it to a 10 for me is just maybe like a final moment or like a collapse or a finale.
I also gave it a 9. I loved the subject matter. I loved the vocals, sounded great. The production could have been a little bit more exciting. This is Just Friends featuring Blckstr. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Best friends, and we still fucking. This shit don't end. Nigga getting fetty, yes I hate it, but I love it when you do me. I'm like, wow, I really tried to keep it real. Mario found a Porsche, who pushed my buttons still. So
Hold tight, tight grip, you knew the right shake would seal the deal. You always been me to your will, and let me bring your body any way I feel as.
I threw it an 8.5. I really enjoy this track, man. We've heard it in the community. I've just, you know, listened to it on my own. The reason that number felt right was just I gave Youcef's song, the first song of the night, a 9.5. And to me, that kind of like sets the scale of the night, you know? There's so many great elements of this track. Much love to y'all, Michael J and Blckstr. Y'all did great.
I gave it a 9. This song's got really good replay value. It's catchy as fuck. It tells a story. It's got an amazing instrumental. It really is like everything you can ask for. The only thing that like goes from 9 to 10 is like studio grade mix.
This is Kiid, Spyro, Cartier. Let's get it.
Hell yeah. I like the little details, like this shit came with a cooling kit. Like that's the type of shit, you know?
It's like the shit people ain't always be talking about.
Exactly.
It's a part of the experience.
Yeah, I've heard about ARP a million times, but what about it, right? You know? I did an 8.5. I just thought this was really like well written. I thought you added good like attention to detail. You talked about subject matters that like a lot of rappers talk about, but the way you flipped it made it your perspective. I thought that was impressive.
I also gave it an 8.5. I thought it was pretty tough. If you rented like an Airbnb, you rented a bunch of nice cars, I could see this being in a traditional rap music video. The production quality was there where it was like if it had all the typical things, yeah, it fits right in.
Yeah.
This is Ayo Mike, Inmate 491719. Let's get it.
Was tragic, but the hope, man, I lost none. Really thought that I would never see the sun. Walked in the door with my faith, cause I have so kept it. Niggas passing drugs, taking drugs, shit was hectic. Niggas talking through the vent, shit was straight pathetic. Affiliations going around, just as I expected.
I'll give you an 8.5. I just thought the storytelling was so good. I can imagine exactly what happened. Like, you got pulled up on, you were surprised, bro. Literally from the moment, like, cuffs tight, the moment you got in there, the situation with the phones, like, the type of shit, talking through the vents. Like, you literally, like, educated a whole bunch of people that maybe would never face that situation or know what that's like. And I thought this was one of your best songs you've ever made. I think it's just, we need a polish on it. You know, we need a music video, obviously, but we need a polish.
I gave this one an 8. Like I said, man, the storytelling is just amazing. But I felt like you pulled me through like an experience. This was probably my favorite mix from you. I felt the most connected to you with that raw vocal. And I agree with you completely. To take it to a 10, it's just the mix. This one's called Why You Mad At Me, featuring LuvMxzii. I'm going with.
Tell your child there's no rushing. Bloody rest what I'm touching. Bloody rap made me blushing. These hoes not what I'm cuffing. You told me it makes sense. Ball on top, don't play defense. Just for you, I jump the fence.
Baby, you better watch your little friend, cause she wanna pull up for the show. Hoes on it excite me, not more been new, how this shit go. My baby don't strip on the pole, but you know when she need it, throw best to the flow. I'm seeing the chest, so I get it and go. I got hella cash, yeah, I got rest to blow. You stay with that nigga, let her don't call me. Watching my page, I thought you don't follow me. Stay with that nigga, but you know you been on me. Hop on with bad hoes, gonna be salty. You bad for me, baby, go buy like a spot.
Gave it a 9. You just can't deny a good song, you know what I'm saying? Great beat choice. I thought you killed it, bro. Your fast pace, it matched that so cool.
And the melody, bro. You matched the
when
you first came in, I was like, oh dude, I got goosebumps.
Like, it was just too perfect.
This one I gave an 8.5. The flows were really nice, the mix sounded good. But you guys just you sounded like you had fun on it. You were loose, you know.
Hey, much love,
I enjoyed it, man. Appreciate y'all for sharing. This is Maack. Let's get it. This is Chasing. There's some stack, Maack.
Watch you get mad, I'm not good with the chase. I'm going off LSD. Like what you want from me? You see the best in me. You say you hold me down when bad times was around. But now you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Iodiine. That makes sense.
I went with just an overall 8. The track was really good. It hit all the main components of what I'd want out of a good song. The only thing that would have bumped it to a 10 to me, I just felt like I just got a little lost in the pass off between artists.
Yeah, I gave it an 8 as well. For me, that the idea was there. It needs a little bit more polished, you know, to bump it up higher. I would encourage you guys to re-record it so you can get a couple more layers and just make it as full as possible. This is Roll Up featuring Just Gabe by Aries 360. Let's go. Wow,
With my door, they call him Scooby
risking it all.
Smack him with a pen, blast like a Mega Man. I might go back to the
Hey,
future
much
with my
love for the raid, homie.
DeLorean.
Much
I got
love
that Beskar medal on me, Mandalorian. I might go fly out to Palm Beach with some Floridians.
Hope you had a
I might
great
just
night.
go say some shit that niggas won't understand. Like how you gonna walk your fish, but apples not all red. I can't go out like that cowboy up that they left him dead. Just like in Red Dead Redemption, they up that left him dead.
I went with a 9. There was a lot of bars in there. There was, you know, some good flows, some good bars. I thought was clever. A compressor and EQ. I think those are gonna be your best friends. The transitions in the beat were my favorite.
Gave it a 8.5. This song was great. The energy was there. The beat was catchy. On a scale of how we've been grading things tonight, I think it's just the mix. You know, we've heard a few songs where it's similar vibes, but hey, it's been mixed a little bit more clean. It just has a cleaner appeal, you know, or whatever, however we want to describe it.
You don't see the damage,
is
you
words
don't
cut
see
deep.
the pain. Just type a few words and walk away. But on the other side of that screen, somebody's breaking down trying to breathe.
I gave it a 4, but like I said, I love that you're having these conversations and bringing them into music, and it's a lot of people that get affected by these things, you know, so
Yeah.
being able to reach them through that, I think is great.
I did 4.5. Like I said, it's a raw track. It feels like a raw vocal in scale and comparison. I think, you know, just on the range, it'd be a 4.5. But doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean anything like that. It means that, hey, there's room to grow, and you can do this.
This is Jack Flora, I Feel Nothing. Let's get right into it. Okay. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you.
I gave it, honestly, a straight fucking 9. I thought your use of the samples was, like, perfect. Like, I couldn't ask for more. I really love the drop.
I give this one an 8.5. The beginning of that track, bro, I'd give that a 9. That the way you had me hooked at this beginning part. I liked the ending part, but it didn't have the same pull that beginning had to me. That was a great listen, you know. I really enjoyed. HeyMoodii, this is Bad Lil Tease. Let's go and get right into it.
Nice, yeah.
The rhythm. Let me see, what's this subs at? Or not these subs, this bass. Is that at 67 hertz? Oh, I see what you mean with that. Okay, I got you.
It feels like an 8.5. There was parts I really, really liked, and there was parts where they weren't bad, but they were just like, I was unsure of what, you know what I mean, was gonna come next, or like where it was going.
I ran that one at 8. To me, more rumble would have taken it to a 10, I think, more bass. But it was still really catchy. It had a really interesting, like I said, I could see it in a movie still, you know what I'm saying? So to me, there was a lot of good things about it, but just getting more of that bass, that rumble would have really pushed it up for me. All right, so we got La Clover up next. Let's go. This is No Discussion.
No discussion, no discussion. My wrist no discussion. My wrist no discussion. Scroll through my TikTok, see too many hoes bustin'. My pockets on.
I threw that at 7.5. I liked it. The beginning to me sounded a little bit harsh. Again, maybe my ears just weren't ready for it. But as the song came in, I started kind of getting more into it. You know, I was like, all right, I'm rocking with this. But at the beginning, it caught me off guard.
I gave it a 8.5. That was just one of those songs where it's just like, is low-key tough. With not even mix and master, like, that's pretty fucking good.
This is Chris Jones / AD. Man, let's go and get right into this. This is Imagination.
Where is this coming from? Last night I said I loved you. Now you won't let me kiss or hug you. No, no. I'll do anything for you. I got you no matter what comes our way.
I gave it a 9. I think overall it's an amazing song. I think everything's there that you need in the beat, in the vocals. There is a little bit of a disconnect between the vocals and the beat. You can kind of hear it within like the harsh S's and the plurals.
I gave it a 9. I love the writing. I love the vocals. There was just this like buzz or some kind of static distortion on the vocals. That was just a little bit too much for me. I think if you back that off a little bit, it could be clipping. It could be a number of things that, you know, attribute to that. But If we're able to just get a little bit of like cleaner, so just capturing that entire vocal, that's the main thing I'm looking for. This is Dalla Wada Lord of the Flies remix.
And to think it all started with a little pump. This ain't the life my nigga died for. Got buried alive for. Always watching company, I keep it, never sleeping with my eyes closed. Eyes told my people could fly though. Blood up in his pin, it run deep. This ain't the life my nigga died for. Got buried alive for. Always
I'm not mad at that Iodiine.
keep it, never sleeping with my eyes closed. Eyes told my people could fly.
I gave it a fucking 9.5.
I gave it a 9, bro. I'm right there with you. I have other songs from Dalla that I like more. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's fair to hold against this song.
I think that's fair. You know, it's your rating.
But it's like, to me, it's like, that's a 10. You know, like, so to me, it's like, this is just right below that. Lyrically insane.
This is the work of an established artist. This is the work of somebody who wants to make a change, who wants to like impact people. I think you were just so on point lyrically and like storytelling wise, and your chorus was insane.
This is That Ain't Fair demo rough draft mix. Let's go and get right into this. This is Aries, A-R-I-E.
This part.
I don't think we can turn it up. My fault. This is my first time using Lander for this.
I remember Lander. What the fuck is it? Vintage. Bro, fucking amazing song. You got a 9 for me. If you showed up with this mix, I think this might have been the first 10 I gave out just because I was in love with your melodies. This was so original. It was so fun. It was so catchy. And it felt like something that should be on the radio right now.
I give it an 8.5. Go through every step, bro. Get this thing polished. It sounds so good. That was good, man. This is What I'd Say.
Took me by surprise, I'd fall for you all over again. I'd have no chance. Ooh, I'd give it away. Would you feel the same?
That's probably where it ends right there.
Yeah.
Get that running back. Yeah.
Start it over. All right, one more time, everybody.
Have the chorus come back in.
Yeah. I think I gotta give you a 7 because I haven't seen how far the ideas played out. You're off to a great start, but I haven't seen it all yet. I think there's more things to add, and I can't say yes or no because it's not done.
I give you an 8 on this one. Can't give it the credit for going all the way if it hasn't gone all the way yet. And I felt that was the same with this one, but it sounded like there might have been some more writing left to do as well. So this pulls up the scores, man. We had Youcef with 9.14, Iodiine with 8.52, and Artistic Devastation with 8.5. Congratulations to all the winners, man. Really appreciate you guys all being here, coming out to compete, being part of this. But yeah, man, thank you guys all again for being part of this community. If you want a prize, make sure you reach out to Poetic Enterprises on Instagram so we can get that sent over to you. Keep working, stay focused, stay dedicated. We will see you all at the next perfect time. Much love, everybody.